you can't understand it unless you do it. But to somebody who doesn't get it, they'll never understand. You know, I'm 71 years old, and I want to share a secret with you that will prolong your life, and you can get a life without a lot of pain, even when you get old like me. I want to ask you, if you're older, can you get out and bend down, get on your knees and work like this in the garden? What I want to talk to you about today is what I call dirt therapy. It's connecting with the earth, getting back to nature, and learning how to survive. So what is your soil like? I'm always talking almost ad nauseum about the importance of laying wood chips or mulch down in your yard. But I want to talk about living soil versus dead soil. So many of my clients have got gardeners that blow away every single speck of leaf and debris and leave the ground just rock hard to dry out and turn into basically clay. Plants do not do well in that kind of environment. And there's a lot of trees that really need more moisture, but if you compromise them by eliminating what protects the soil and what breaks down and turns into new topsoil, i.e. the plants, the mulch, the stuff that degrades and turns into the compost, then instead of having living soil with all kinds of earthworms and beautiful stuff inside here, you end up with dead soil. And dead soil is the killer of all plant life. I can't express enough how important this is. You know, I'm connected to the earth in many, many ways. You know, in my trees, I'm connected with the trees in such a way that I can feel the earth's energy through that tree. Now that may sound kind of silly to a lot of you guys out there, but you know, there is a connectivity that we all have to our earth. And the earth that feeds us and the earth that provides the oxygen and the water and everything that we need to survive is being destroyed. We're screwing it up. I mean, everything that mankind is doing is contrary to life. If you think about it, it's basic, it's so simple. We restore the soil, the plants get healthier. And people are always talking to you, saying things like, do I need to fertilize my trees? The first thing I say is, no, you need to fix the soil before you do anything. Because if you've got a yard with bad soil, well, you know, no amount of fertilizer is going to suddenly make it good. You know, I've got a shared vegetable garden here that I like to work with my buddy Toby. He lives just down the street, and he's got full sun, he's got a well, he's got a good environment for planting food, and this garden produces an abundance of food every single year. But like anything, you reap what you sow, you get back what effort you put into it. And a garden is not an easy thing to just put it in the ground and forget about it, but even a lousy garden usually produces some food. But you got to start the basics. You've got to get back down to earth, down to the basics of the food that is being produced needs good soil, good organic, rich soil that is built up. You don't suddenly get good soil. You make it better and better and better. And it doesn't have to be the addition of chemicals. It can be something as simple as working organic matter back into your soil every year. A compost pile is basically a collection of organic matter that sits in a big pile that you turn it over, you break it up, you water it down so it rots faster and turns into topsoil. Topsoil, that's the key. It's all about the soil. And damn it, so many of my clients either rely entirely on their gardeners to do everything for them, or they just don't have the dirt therapy. Dirt therapy, that's a word that means a lot to me. You know, I feel the connection to the earth, and I feel grounded. I feel so much more complete when I'm in the garden, if I'm in the soil. You know, you guys see me out in the trees all the time, but I don't talk a whole lot about my gardening and the work that I do to sustain the life around me that is so important. You know, times are changing. You know, with all the tariffs and all the weird new laws and changes in agriculture, so many farmers are being shortchanged, and our food supply is definitely going to be hampered. Our food supply is already extraordinarily expensive, and the quality of the food, well, think about it. Everything that we eat is almost all being shipped in now from Mexico and other parts of the world. And because of all the new laws that our government has recently imposed, you know, there's been a lot of talk on the internet about grounding, being connected with the earth. And I believe there's something to it. I really do. You know, when I'm feeling the earth and I'm connected to the earth and I'm barefoot and I'm in the dirt and I'm touching it with my hands and working. That scared me. I wasn't ready for the rooster. Anyway, where was I? The earth, grounding, being grounded. You know, there's a lot of talk about there being an electrical current that the earth is involved in, and I believe that being grounded is so important. And people wear synthetic shoes and they live in houses, and so few people understand what I'm doing right now. Being a part of the earth, being a part of nature. And, you know, a lot of you out there are going to totally understand what I'm talking about. But to somebody who doesn't get it, they'll never understand. It's just beyond their ability. You know, you just can't, you can't understand it unless you do it. Get back to the earth, and the earth will take care of you. So important, for your trees, your plants, your yard, everything.